So the very first technical session, we are going to start with, those who are finished can put your mobiles and systems down. It is only a discussion session. So those who are doing it, please complete it and then you can turn towards the session. It's very basic introduction to the whole 5 days program. So the first technical session is to understand, the title of the program says Development of Online Course. It could have been kept as Designing of Online Course. Why we have kept it as Development of Online Course? Many times when we say like whenever we came morning, there was a question to me from Paul sir also. What is this title saying about? What is this program? Are they developing or they are attending the course? What is that? It's not very clear. So basically we have kept the title as Development of Online Course because development is something which starts from the first to last stage. So this particular 5 days program is for us to understand from the basic of what, why, how, and when, all the questions to be answered as an overview. So development as a complete thing is a process which we will be trying to learn in this 5 days. So designing will stop. Design means it is like writing lesson plan. Development will go till you prepare all your teaching, learning materials, try to implement and see whether it will work out or not. So all that completely together comes as part of the development. That's why it is titled as Development of Online Course. And there were questions, like every time the question comes, like nowadays, online course is a very light word. Like in the last year, if you see, one of the state has created 200 plus courses in Diksha. And if you analyze the course, every course has a video which is 15 minutes. That is a course. They call it as a course, 15 minutes video. And many of you who have experience of learning through Diksha last year, you know, video can be just dragged and there is a certificate issued immediately. So can we call that as a course? So today, the people are interpreting everything. Now nano course, macro course, micro course. So basically what is a course itself is completely misunderstood nowadays. So we wanted to have a common understanding of what we mean by course. And when we say online course also, we need to be very clear. Today you talk in YouTube like one session, that is also called as online course by some people. They do it as in TV channel. If you see in higher education, Swayam Prabha is the TV channel. Okay, in that TV channel also they run courses. They say like 5 days you run a series of video and that 5 days is called as a course. We only ask a question still, how do you track that a person has completed a course? There is no record of in a TV channel who is watching and whether they watch the full session, whether they complete it. So today we are in a world where around us, knowingly, not knowingly, unknowingly, whatever we want to put the word, we are in a place where we are totally having different definitions and interpretations for every term. But we wanted to have a standard for ourselves as a defined so that we all stay in a same understanding when we call it as an online course. People have become more familiar to the word MOOCs now because of Swayam. Government has taken the initiative of Swayam, not the school education people. School education still we are in, only CPD is the word in our mind, nothing else. It is not about online, face-to-face, course or not course, doesn't matter. मुझे CPD certificate मिलते हैं is enough. मुझे 50 hours का certificate चाहिए. That's all is our point. Altogether our point is only 50 hours. So we are not bothered whether it comes as a course, whether it comes as a session. Is it accepted by KVS or CBSE for my 50 hours is our trend. Because of which we are not even bothered about what we are giving or what we are taking. So it is very important for all of us to understand. So we also need to understand why we are calling it as online, not MOOCs. If you go to higher education, everywhere the session will be called as Development of MOOCs. So why NCERT is not naming this program as Development of MOOCs, we will try to understand in this session. Because when you are attending a session, even why the title is kept, you need to be very clear about that. Okay. So today we are going to start with understanding what is the concept, need and scope. That's a first technical session as a base session. So in this particular session, we will be understanding what is online course, basically in this context, what is its meaning and also the need. We'll also understand about what is the roles of different stakeholders, its features, disadvantage, advantage, and all the approaches to online course. That's what we are going to learn about, okay? So basically, this is a definition of an online course. Online course is a set of instructional experiences using the digital network for interaction, learning, and dialogue. So in this, if you take this particular thing, even anybody puts a video as one course, add a certificate can be called as a course, right? You just break the words. It's a set of instructional experience. So they are giving an instruction through video, right? You are getting an experience of learning through that video. It is in the digital network form. But in that, there is no interaction. They call it interaction is happening digitally through the medium. That's how people interpret. Like, is there a dialogue between the learner and the person who is giving? There is no dialogue. Is there a learning happening? Maybe. Maybe, may not be, but at least it is having an intention of having a learning. So some parts of this will be missing in some of the ways online courses are called right now. So if we want to make something as an online course, this is the instruction we are going to follow. For example, the first part is in an online course, there will be a set of instructions which will provide experiences that includes interaction, learning, as well as dialogue. We understand the meaning of this three English word. Learning is something that has to have some outcome based. When we say learning, there is an outcome based on which the content is delivered, and it is an intentional effort to make people achieve that learning outcome, right? Right now, as per the NCF, whatever NEP, whatever is written in NCF, whenever we are giving a course, there should be instruction that will help us to achieve the curricular goals, which is in turn defined in the name of competencies, which will be able to be measured through the outcome. Are we aware of this three flow? Yes. Curricular goal? Yes, curricular goal is over a period of time. It will not be exactly today, you have come for 5 days here. Now I cannot set a curricular goal and say that 5 days mein curricular goal reached. It may be a journey towards your curricular goal. Okay, if we say a teacher will be able to develop online courses, that could be my broader curricular goal. But I need to build that, break it into competencies. When we say competencies, we include attitude, knowledge, as well as skill. You all have come here for the program now to learn how to develop the online course. If you have an attitude that says that, like, if I feel like you don't believe in online courses, you don't believe that through online courses somebody can learn, will you really develop a course? You will not be able to understand that and put that. So attitude also plays a very important role. And when you say like the knowledge, you need to understand know-how of it. What is it? Why is it? How is it? And all that. That's also not sufficient. You have to have hands-on to achieve that skill, right? So this three has to be covered under the competencies. So when we wanted to cover all this, what we do now towards achieving the bigger curricular goal, you have come here for 5 days as a first level. At the end of 5 days, what you will be able to achieve? At the end of, if you see your instructional information brochure, at the first page, objectives of this program is given. It is only intended with 5 days. We are not expecting you to become a course developer at a time. But right now, you should be at the end of this 5 days. What all you will be able to do is only return based on what content we are going to deliver in this 5 days. Sometimes we don't have that understanding. So when I say here learning, it has to address curricular goals. It has to address the competencies mapped to the curricular goals. It has to achieve the learning outcome which is mapped to the competencies. So whenever we deliver the instructions, we are consciously making effort to ensure that through this instruction, a learner will be interacting with the content and having dialogue with peers, learners, mentors, all the people involved in the course. So both the things are very important to provide an experience, right? Now we have come for this particular 5 days training. There is a need for us to interact with the content which is being presented. If you sit physically here, not getting along with this content, will you learn? So interaction is not we both talking alone. We both are having dialogues, right? As a presenter, I'm having dialogues with you so that I check whether I'm able to communicate. You keep responding to me to check whether you have understood or you wanted to clarify something. But the interaction is happening multiple ways. You're sitting silently watching on the screen. Maybe your ears are shut to listen to me. Still you're interacting with the content. Even the screen may speak to you. The words in that may speak to you. Some visuals can interact with you. So it's a different experience you're getting. Sometimes you may be watching, but somebody may be answering to some question. Somebody may ask a question. Even that may interact with you to learn. So during this whole process, we are giving instructional set of instruction that is capable of providing an experience to the learner to achieve learning through interaction and dialogues. If we wanted to rephrase this, we can put it in that way. So just to have a keyword, first of all, it is a set of online course is a set of instructions. For what it is? To provide the experience to learn, right? Through what? Dialogues and interaction. So these are the keywords which we need to keep in mind when we define a online course. So when we say here you are giving a set of instruction, that instruction can be different media based. Since it is online, now in this face-to-face training, what is the medium of instruction? Speaking words. The words which I am using, the talk which I am giving, like through speech, like through my voice, I am giving, interacting with you. The other thing is all the instructions are in the physical form right now. Some instructions are there in the digital form in means of a presentation. Maybe if I share one video to you, it also becomes a set of instruction as part of this face-to-face training. Similarly, when we prepare online courses, the set of instruction will be in one or the other medium. It can be a text, it can be a video, it can be an audio, it can be a multimedia, right? So these are some of the examples of the forms of instruction which you will give in an online course. So why do we need online course? Can anybody share? What do you think? Why do you need it? Yes, sir.
For better reach.
For better reach, okay.
Accessibility.
Accessibility.
Self-paced learning.
Self-paced learning, very good. Convenient time,
Now,
okay.
after COVID, it is very important. It is becoming very important. So,
Why?
We should not go outside and all. We are having everything in front of us, and we can.
So we learned that even if the physical barrier is there, still there is a way, okay. Any other responses?
Save money.
You can save money, very good.
Save time.
Same time, you can learn on your own comfort zone, right? So there are several reasons we think it is why. So let's just put the context here. One is, the rightly said, to increase the accessibility in education. Today, you 50 people got an opportunity to come here. But there are many teachers who still wants to join, but they are not getting an option to join. So if this whole program is happening in as an online course, if it is made available, though this has a purpose to call you, but we wanted everyone who was interested to learn. So NCERT is also developing the complete 5 days training into an online course, so that it will be made available in Diksha, where every teacher can access the course, and whoever wants to learn, they can learn, irrespective of whether they are selected or not. Hot water. Meenakshi Sibal. I'm so sorry. I'm having a very bad throat and cold.
Ma'am, I have you for
Thank you so much. No, she's- thank you. And actually, the way Madam said, after pandemic, lot of raise in online learning. Now children also started, like if we see now we are again going back. How many of you still like to be in online course? Rather than, how much of us prefer online participation than face-to-face?
Maybe it depends on situations, right?
But in general.
In general, definitely face-to-face.
Today we also started getting bored of online. We get frustrated with online meetings. Today if you ask students, they say like for entertainment I want everything on YouTube. But for learning purpose I want a human being to be around me. There is a lot of researches that's happening which tells that the students are coming back to demand for face-to-face. Even as teachers know, every time now we do online training, they ask us, Madam, when you will convert this to face-to-face? So they are like, we feel like we have lost that touch of people. There is much more in face-to-face also. But as Sir said, based on the situation, right now if I need to reach, like we were doing Nishta training, everyone is aware of Nishta program. When we did Nishta in the initial 2019, even KV schools were not included in the face-to-face training. We never implemented it for KV. We did only for states. We implemented only in the states. We went and trained the resource persons, SRGs, and every single teacher we wanted to reach in face-to-face mode. But when the pandemic hit, we couldn't continue. We converted it to over a year. We could reach only to 27 lakh teachers, SRGs and teachers. We could do it in one full academic year, 27 lakh. But how many people? It was only for elementary. Elementary, we had a target of 42 lakh. Out of 42 lakh, we could reach only 27 lakh in a year. But when we moved on to online, even though there was, every challenge was there, but we could see that we were able to reach 44 lakh people. So that's how it is. So the reach is something which when we want, what is our target? If I want to cover up everyone, then online is the best way to reach within the short duration. Bharat sir always used to tell, because he's working here for decades, he always says from the day we started, we never reached, from the origin of NCRT also, we have never reached nearly 10% of teachers, one-to-one. If you count directly NCRT, any one of the faculty have met a teacher. If you count people, it will be not even 10%. Okay. But now we are able to bring, ma'am, you want some hot water? You can take this. Anyway, she's getting for me. You can have a little outside in sun breathe also, ma'am. Take this water with you. Have a little deep breath and come. So that is something which we are not even able to reach to 10% of the people. But after online comes, we know everyone, even though we have not met them. So wherever we go, we have become like suddenly like heroes and heroines in NCRT. We go to airport, we get somebody coming and asking, we'll take selfie, ma'am, we saw you in. So we also feel little like a very important person nowadays. Like we went to in a Bihar at a very market road, one of our faculty was walking. Suddenly a person came, ma'am, I have seen you in the video, we wanted to take a pic with you. So that's how we are able to reach. All the teachers have been able to reach because of the online platform. It has given the access. The two words which both of you said is very right, that we are able to reach to people because through this online medium at a time many people can be addressed. But if our intention is to make them skill based, are we able to really reach that skill? Though people are saying everything can be done in online, but at least my experience of last 5 years completely working on online, taking care of all the online trainings in NCRT, we don't feel that skill is able to be developed because skill doesn't come from just listening. We have seen like 10 days we conducted this NRG training, 4 of you were part of it. You can ask them the experience of how they have been able to learn. Because it's not that I learn, when I do it, I also need somebody to support me. There is a need for spoon feeding, sometimes it's hand holding, sometimes to just stand behind them. No need to teach anything, just a confidence, I'm there, don't worry. This we are not able to provide it online. Right? So we need to be very clear about when we need to. The context is this, just because after COVID, people have become more of online oriented, still that craziness is there. With students also, now children think like I can learn everything and anything through online. We do see a rise in the number of students joining our online courses, but they don't complete. They join. They don't complete, but the number of joining has increased. So the third thing is all NEP also stresses on this. We need to provide all the 3 words which we are often quality, equity, right? All this can be achieved only when some technology support is taken care. So when we say NEP needs stresses on this, the technology intervention is required, and now people are very crazy. Nobody goes and asks mother or father how to cook. Earlier days, when we don't know to cook anything, what we do, we give a call to father, mother or some elders and ask कैसा करना है. अभी YouTube से ही देख देंगे first. Short, that too shorts. We don't even have time to listen. Insta. Today people know Insta better than YouTube also. So we were asking how many of you watch YouTube. We had done last year one survey. Very interesting is like 80% people watch Insta, not even YouTube. So today YouTube is out so like it is outdated. So people wants only shorts and reels. Even in our office till last year we had only social media posts. All the time will be photo banner. Now one person came. Reels lena hai. Shorts program ka reels lena hai. I have to put for social media that this program is happening. I said reels up le lo baad mein, but disturb nahi karo. Today hamara like that's how the people are. 21st century we are telling we are finishing the 21st century also. People are becoming crazy of technology. What can I do with technology? Immediate, instant. Nobody in Delhi wants to go to shop to buy anymore. Blinkit is there. Why do we need to go? Right? We don't even think. Everything is there. Hardly 30 rupees, 50 rupees extra. That's not a big money. I have to take an auto, go there, come here. We don't want it to prefer. When we think like that, all the students also think like that. And the learners also think like that. And the last one, most of you said is convenience, affordability, right? It's a comfort. So all these are already, you have mentioned all these points. This is the context in which online courses are being pushed really. And this is some data, like which is very thing to tell is like, as per the UNESCO report, if you see there is this many schools, maybe KV doesn't have this scenario, but in this country, this many schools have single teacher school. Think of a single teacher teaching 5 classes. How many classes we teach? 5 classes you teach. 5 different class levels. No, that is at least you have periods to go, na? There are other teachers. You go single teacher teaches the whole for class 1 to 5, single person at a time, all the 5 students. I don't know how many of you have understood single teacher school because we never had a scenario of that. So your subject is there, you go only at a time to 1 class, right? You take 5 classes also. Maybe first period you will go to 1 class, second period. Here, class 1 to 5 students will be there 24/7 with the teacher. And how do they give different teaching to different 5 class subjects?
Online course.
First of all, they are in primary level. You don't have place to sit. In single teacher schools, if you go single and para teacher school, the facilities are also very less. We are living in such a scenario where it is there. But today we are seeing how teachers really manage. Very good, like it's not online ka facility nahi hai, but there are lot of teachers. How do they manage is they just have like 5 tabs. Because the number of students will also not be like 40 in one class, like mostly they manage the class size to 150. That's a maximum class size they have in one class, and 150 to 200. So what they do is, they first itself download one video in one class, and they say like, now class 2, 3, 4, you watch the video, I'm going to teach for class 1. Now after in rotation, I will go to class 2, others will watch the other video. That's how they are trying to manage. But in such a scenario, technology plays a very important role in the thing. So because of that, one of the reason is today we need technology to come in. Let it be online, offline, but technology importance is very clearly understood also, okay? And NEP also tells some of the things which post-pandemic scenario, some of the aspects is, one, we know that there is a rise for online learning, which has happened. Today what has happened is, parents are not able to control students after pandemic. Because during pandemic, we have given that flavor of sitting in online. Till that we restricted phone and mobile, tab or anything. But during pandemic, it has become a scenario that we have given in the hands. Now we are not able to take it back. So now parents are finding it difficult, and over the last 4 years, if you see, the edtech companies have increased like anything. Saying that we have online tutoring, one-to-one tuition, no tuition now. Online, everything is online tutoring. And parents pay a lot of money and put them into the system. So they feel that systematically they will teach. Systematically assessment is done. So after school, another school is running in the home. They come and then they run in the home also, another school. But where they are attached is, they are attached to a edtech company which is running a course. What they do, they give all the flavors of fancy thing. What happens with the student? They start comparing. My teacher taught like this. Online tutor teaches like this. What will be attracting to them? Online. Because there sometimes real people also don't teach. They are only AI people teaching. They don't even understand the difference between real and... They don't understand. They think that it is somebody really sitting and talking to us. That's how they think. So they think that there is a super teacher who is there, who is able to answer to 10 people, 10 different questions, which my teacher is not able to do. That is where the appreciation for teacher is also going down. So this is a kind of scenario we are living in, and NEP tells about, we need to think about inquiry-based discussions. In our classroom, we don't have time for discussion. Because we have more things in school. List. Evening tuition center has only one goal. So what they do, they make it option that we make to chat with GPT. Chat with what we call bot. Chat bot. So actually the discussions are happening not in real sense, but there is a chat GPT used backend, there is a chat bot created. Even in our NCRTs, if you see like NCRTs, we have a E-Jadui Pitaraka app. We have put all chat bot in that. Now students can go and ask question. Tell me a story. It will tell a story. Parent can go and ask like, I don't know, night time my child is asking a story. I don't know a story. Tell me a story in Odia. It will tell a story in Odia. So we have made it so comfortable that humans are not having time to talk, better talk to a machine. We are used to that, we like it more. Because human people, when we talk, they will have 10 impression on us. They'll try to say you're wrong, you're right. Machine won't tell, no. We are comfortable, no. Students are getting more comfortable in online friendship, online teachers, because of all this, where they make it like they think that it is more focused, more sensed. Sometimes it's not just craziness. It is all machine generated, so it's able to address at a time 10 people, which we are not, right? So as NEP says that there is a lot of discussion happening which attracts students into the online platform, which we are not able to do in the classroom. And the third one is also, as we said, like the thing is like they are able to have that interaction and the need is felt in the classroom. Technology attracts them. So just to put it up, what we have discussed all the thing, why do we need it? One is basically affordability. the amount we invest for people now, 50 people traveling from your place in air flight, coming here, and then we try to put up minimum 13-14 lakh we have to spend for 50 people to get trained. Without no investment in within 1 lakh, I can finish putting this course online and ensure that everyone got a knowledge. But the right mix is the question. It is flexible, as some of you said, we can learn at more times, at whatever time. Now the CPD courses, we have put like 5 hours courses. Every week we release a 5-hour course from NCERT. So people, we are seeing that to achieve 50 hours, not possible to do like this training every time. For every single teacher, we are not able to reach. At least to maximum we are reaching. Earlier what happened, before online coming in, we were able to reach to a good number and remaining were left out. They never got anything. But now today what we are able to give, at least one slot we are giving face to face, the remaining is getting at least 50% of it. So instead of nothing, now they are getting at least some knowledge. So let it be, kind of. So it's flexible that you learn anytime and anywhere where you are, that's coming up, and no physical location dependence is happening. Many times in our training, we don't invite people who are from different regions where the transport is very difficult. Some of you must be seeing that there are parts of KV where they have very problematic way to travel. Maybe it will take, like in Kargil, at the end of Kargil, and all schools are there. Last time for our National Resource Group training, one person attended a training. The training is for 10 days. He traveled 10 days to come, 10 days attended, 10 days again to go. 30 days for one person to come beyond Kargil. He has to come in a kind of a donkey to some place. From there he has to come in one, like after listening to him, the way his travel was, we were asking, sir, aapka bill nahi aaya. Madam, I am on the way. Kitna din ho raha hai? Like we were just asking, how many days he's traveling? Because we never understand, no, how they are coming up. This is the first time in my 10 years I met a person 30 days to attend a travel, somebody is deputed. And the kind of pain, and that person was 10 days, you should see how he was here. Like, no, full enthusiasm. He was not, I said, this is my lifetime. He's working as teacher for nearly 25 years. First time he's attending a training outside his village. Because of this rude travel, they never trained. This person also was deputed by the authorities because we were torturing them, give 5 people. They didn't have 5 people to send. So they said, like, we will put this person, he won't go, he will only deny. Like that they put this person. And this person took an effort to travel and come. So we are living in a situation like that where KVs may be little more comfortable situation, but there are people who are not able to get the facility. You were there. When we were preparing the textbook yesterday, there was a discussion like, no, how will computer science course work when there is computers is not there? So we were saying KV, and they were taking all the time example of CBSE, KV, NVS. These are all gifted schools in the country, right? At least all your schools have a minimum computer, at least 5 computers. Are there any school which doesn't have 5 computers in KV? Is there a school?
No.
There is no 5 computers also. Every school has minimum facility which is already there. So we can't really understand the challenge. But there is a challenge due to location which this online course can really help. You are privileged to come and attend. There are underprivileged who are there who can't attend the trainings face to face. They may be beneficial. Another thing, the certification. Like right now, we are not having that facility to go individually, to go to multiple universities and do the course. It has a lot of systems. So in our online course also, what we are doing is now we are partnering with the organizations. So last year we organized, like this year also starting, we have organized 5 days. A nano course is available with SNDT University. SNDT University is one of the university which offers instructional design course for a long time through online mode. It's a women's university, so they were offering only for women earlier. Now they have opened it, but still it's like a cost is there and you have to go for things. But so what we did is we made it into a nano course, and we are giving certification from SNDT and as well as this. So now there is AI course which IIT Chennai has created for teachers. AI for social science, AI for physics, like that. So that course is made available online so that those who had an thought that I want to study in IIT, which we missed it out, we never had an opportunities to study, still they are getting a certificate from IIT by doing this course. Right? There are many things, dreams in our heart which never happen. We want to go to Oxford. We want to go to here, there, in Indian good university. Somewhere we would have not got an opportunity. But today that has been made possible by making this online course. And classroom-based instructions to online, like we also can have this remote learning to digitization of education. These are two things which are spoken in NEP. We should avoid remote learning. And we also, we should have remote learning, and we should also digitize the education so that the physical barriers are taken care. And these are some of the points which is spoken in NEP, like access to education to support continuity of instructions, continuous upskilling of teachers. We all studied once upon a time B.Ed. Most of you, some of you may be new, but most of us look at least a decade back, we studied B.Ed. And we joined the service. Now, what new things are coming up? Are we kept on updating? Today, everyone is crazy. AI use karo, AI use karo. What AI we know? We are all attending now AI trainings. What did they teach in that AI trainings? Last 1 year, I am trying to create one course on AI. Only one module. I have changed 10 resource person till now. Because all the resource person who is called themselves as resource persons and who are given a big stamp by CBSE or other branded organizations, all knows when they come to write, they know 4 tools, with which easy to cover 1 hour session. If I just to show 4 tools, all are excited. The training goes like this is the best training session, that's how it goes. But really when you wanted to write like what you wanted to tell to teachers, we are not having the skill. Today to make a course for teachers, is it really necessary? Like in NRG training also, first NRG training, we had 5 phases. First NRG training, AI, one of the expert came and took 5 tools. The second NRG training, we opened that tool, it is already completely closed. It is completely pay to open also. So why do we teach such tools to them? So there is a need, like it's not about the AI tool, which tool to learn, it is about to know the skill to use an AI. So if a teacher need to know the skill is very simple as prompting. Nothing else you need to know. To use AI, only skill a teacher needs to have is prompting. Are we teaching that? Are we getting upgraded with those skills which is required now for a teacher of this age? You are expecting student to learn AI. You just type, interesting things will come. You just type your own prompt and then keep searching. One same answer you want, like 12 people type different things. Interest sometime like you will, unexpected things will come. Today students get into unexpected things due to ChatGPT also. Because of the AI also. So we are now to upscale, we can't afford to spare our school because KVSNU, you are all here. Next week I am calling 50 people. Literally I am begging 1-to-1. They are not deputing the people. They say they have this class, that class. Because it is a need-based training, your office has deputed and send them without any effort from our side. But if we have to call 5 people, I am calling only 500 people online next week for a SRG training on cyber safety. 5 people per organization. That 5 people, they are saying all the teachers are busy. We don't have 5 people to attend 3 days training. Is that true? Can't we spare 5 people in an organization, across the organization? Today, that's a scenario. So in such a situation, this helps us to really help in upskilling teachers in their own pace. Also, we can also have the delivery not in one way. We can see like when we wanted to reach, online is required. When we want skill, we need a face-to-face. So NCERT has one course called Development of Textbook for Social Science. So we are having that as a course, like it's a blended approach course. So teachers, that's a 1 year, like it's a diploma course, it's a certificate course from the Department of Social Science. Usually people apply for that. The way is like the sessions will happen through Zoom or Gmeet. Kind of like every week there will be one session when they discuss. But they'll come here for 30 days. They will stay here in 30 days along with Diwali leave. They spend the Diwali here only in the class, and we have a session on Diwali also for them. So usually they come, this like voluntarily they are joining for the course, but they come with 30 days, we focus on building the skill. So Nishta Education Technology also, we have told that's the way we will do it. The content will be there in the online mode, where first, like the earlier Nishta, people will go to online, they will learn the content, but they have to come for 5 days.
Ma'am, UP का टिका चाहिए?
No, sir. However, I've already taken something. It's not helping me. Thank you so much. So, through online, like we can have this mixed mode. Like, no, it's not online doesn't mean always it has to be fully online. We can always bring an approach of blend into it. We can also bring like how the way discussions are happening. Now, at least I can see your face. I'm talking, you're still smiling. So at least I'm comfortable. TK still hunger has not started in everyone's. So they are still comfortable to stay back for 5 minutes. At least I can break till the things are getting ready. So it's an expression that's talking to each other. Like otherwise what will happen? If we don't have this interaction, the class will not be really good. So in online, right now the challenge earlier was there was no interaction at all. Right, we were not successful in Nishta in online mode, though we reached. The learning was not successful because there was no interaction, it was one way. Put the video, you watch it or not, we don't know. You just scroll it and go, read or not, we don't know. But now the learning management system is improved with discussion. So we ask you, like we added some blogs, questions inside the Nishta module to enable discussion. But what happened is there is a limitation. You write, that was in the public blog, so we were not able to have the talk between each other. But today technology has brought facilities in the platforms to bring that kind of interaction. Not just only with the mission, but also with the human interactions also. Today I can have, in Diksha itself, today in Diksha platform, we have option for interacting. If a teacher wants to interact only with the class, during the course through one student, I can interact. If the person wants to ask a question to the people who is offering the course, that is also possible. There is a possibility that I can enable a classroom discussion. Like 1 lakh teachers have joined the course. I can make them into groups. I can just permit them like this every day 1 hour, all the people can come and have a peer discussion. These are some of the technology that has enabled to make the online course also have the interactive perform. And there is a lot of change in assessment strategies required when we bring it into online. Why? Because the way we are asking to write paper and we sit and test, it cannot happen. Even though AI is integrated to read the theory paper, you scan it, upload it, how far it is really doing an analysis? Is it ethical to do that without even knowing what the student has written? Some mark is given. Based on that you are grading them. It's not ethical to also consider. So now we need to work out on new strategies of assessment which will work for online. So it's important to understand what new strategies are there for online, which works in online, which doesn't work. So we need to also understand that. And there is an option in these kind of online platforms, like when a student is not able to find, there is a flexibility in extending the timeline. Now I said like, no, you have to finish your pre-test, but I have to start the session. More than this, we cannot delay. Already today we lost 1.5 hours in the morning before inaugural. We should have been smart to finish this pre-test during that time. We didn't do that. Okay, because sir was telling I'm coming, so we can't stop you in between pre-test. So we were waiting. We lost 1.5 hours of, actual one full session is lost. So now we need to patch up. So I said like 12 people only, no problem, you continue. I started the session. But this can be made more flexible when it is in online mode, because like there will be comfort of people completing and coming and starting the session. surely that 12 people must have felt bad, like I'm still doing, this person is starting the session, right? So we can still manage that as well. And team-based works. Earlier, there was no work for collaboration in the technology was not supporting collaboration, which can help you to build teams. So first itself, I told this program is to build you as a team, right? Many times when we are in online, this is lost. But today there are a lot of collaboratives. Even when we do online training in Zoom, we have the breakout rooms where you still have that feel of having sitting in the group and working together, seeing each other's face, expression of points, all that is possible. So, but the only thing is when we planned earlier online training, we thought put as video and closed trainings. Online course was initially thought it is all the material created, put it as a complete. But now when we talk about online, since we need to, the two words was there, interaction and dialogue. To enable this, only learning can happen even with the recorded lessons, with the text, all that is possible. But when you want to bring that two word, interaction and dialogue, it is very, very essential for us to really bring these kind of features into it so that our thing can go. This is a simple slide which we already know. This is common even in this technology enabled world, what is the role of teacher and what is the role of learner in the online course. Basically in the classroom, physical classroom, the learners are more dependent on the instructor, right? It becomes an instructor and learner. But in the online mode, we are mentors, right? In students also becomes a passive receptor. Instead of passive receptor, they become active. Why? They have to take the ownership of learning. In classroom, we take the ownership of students' learning. We make them go, check, write, sit, everything we are responsible. Mostly, even though we say it is child-centered classroom, mostly it is teacher-centered only still. Because we are expected to do everything. But in online, it's until and otherwise the student takes the responsibility, the learning cannot happen. Even if we join a course, until we take a responsibility, we will not complete, right? More than the teacher becomes like instead of, it's only a facilitator in the online, where that facilitation itself has to be understood. What do you mean by a facilitator? When I am going to facilitate course in the portal, like what is my role is very clearly. We will be learning in all this in the detail in the coming thing, just to have an understanding that it is not just go and vomit what you know. That we cannot do in online. If we are doing that, it will not be successful. Even Swayam has, it has started in 2017. We have crossed 8 years. Now the way government gave a rule, all the courses should have 30 minutes video, 30 minutes reading material, which will run for 10,000 words. So that has to be one document, and there should be 10 questions at least formative assessment, and they should just introduce discussion forum. So right over the 8 years, what's happening? 30 minutes video, whatever is spoken, is again typed as a text and kept it as 3,500 words. What is the fun? So the 30 minutes video will be like it as a description that you need to. So in our videos, if you see, one person will be sitting like this, only talking like this for 30 minutes continuously. Nobody will be ready to listen for 30 minutes to listen like that. Our own course, we go to our own school and say, why don't you join? Students tell on our face, very boring, madam, we won't join. Our own DMS students told, we don't want to join. Then where do we go and ask students to join? Because our videos are recorded like this. Now today, the government is thinking. The Swayam board is thinking. They did in the meeting, they did an analysis of videos from all the top online courses and say which videos are being watched mostly. What type of the videos it has to be there. For us, it's very formal. NCERT में video recording होना चाहिए, studio का अंदर बैठो, very formally बैठना चाहिए. Even when I go, आपका hair इधर आ रहा है, you have to put your hair down, so I don't look good in the videos. Because they put gel and apply and put my hair sticky, I look like a bald head. And when we talk also, mine is like I talk freely like this. They'll restrict like आपका hand move नहीं करना. You should not move like this, stand like this, sit like this. But if you see the best videos, they casually sit in sofa, they do like this, they do casually put the hair, everything is common. So I don't feel like a robot sitting and talking there. But we made rules for ourselves where we have spoiled our own content. Most of the good teachers become rigid because of this condition. So that is where it's very important, like not to deliver. It's more of like pre-recorded lectures also. It's not lecture directly. Pre-recorded lectures has to be in an innovative way today. Otherwise, nobody is going to watch. And we can also use the class time. If you're telling something to be learnt in the online, we can always use it. So 2-3 schools are doing this very well. CIT, NCRT is offering class 11 and 12 students online course for class 11 and 12. Some of the schools are using it. What they do is, like if chapter 2 the teacher is going to teach, there are 4 modules. There will be in each module video. So the teacher makes all the students to register in the course. They say like watch this video and come tomorrow. So they watch the 30 minutes video, theoretically over. Now more activities is done in the classroom. So that's how teachers should make use of online in the classroom. And we can also have the customize the instructions and assessments according to our need. Okay. I'll stop here because though we are little running late of time, we will move on for lunch because I don't want the rush to come here. Coupons are ready. So we will be giving you coupon like no, because there we need to have a count of our team has gone there. So please collect the coupon and you can move on for lunch. Please, though I'm leaving you 10 minutes late, I request everyone to be here by 1:55. Okay? Tomorrow onwards we will set as per the timing. I'll continue after you people come back.